Okay, we're just at Sutton. Just on St. Sturt. Where the bus turns off differs from H3. We turn to the Watermill Road, where we share just at the beginning. It shares the route with 29A, heading into town actually. Also, if you're getting on at the stop just at the beginning of the Watermill Road, you have to make sure that you get on the right one. If you're going to town, you want the H1. And if you're going to Howth, number 6, to Calvo, as the bus is coming. That's the third. Also, if a bus used to serve the houses at the bottom of the Watermill Road there, I say we've originally come along the Tricont Ave and along the coast road there. It's the least, apart from where the 29A or the H1 is, that's the only spot where on that road where a bus would serve a small section. Also on the loop in Sutton actually, which also this is where the 31A used to start from. So taking this section of route, which went up Howth Summit to Howth itself and down by the station. But the 31B would have started from Howth Station, went up past the summit and then back through Sutton straight by doing this kind of loop. If you're wondering about the face mask, it's a maquette of the route master bus, like what would have been on the seat covering that, which designed to transport, especially London transport on the underground, and documents like that. That's why I picked up some of these face masks. Also, I forgot I'm the only person on the bus, so I didn't need to lay outside. I'll just quickly stop there because at the Sign Club here, they're having summer camp time and kids are outside. Obviously, maybe having lunch at this time, which also reminds me when I get to Howth, lunch time. Just joined back actually where we would have come up and that. Also, no camp, no scene, but there's an ice spaceship. Looks like the you see it? Oh, this is the finish free. Well, the one that goes out in the morning, shot my end back. It looks like it's just docked outside. And at the moment, maybe that's not the one that went to France. Yeah, that's a good point. Maybe either one of them's definitely not going. It's just docked outside probably. Which can be seen from Sutton. Okay, now in Howth. Just got off the Route 6 at the station. Also Howth fishing village, well, harbour and that. There's a lot of places that sell fish. Also I'm just opposite the old courthouse, which actually I think was being changed to this information office. Yeah, I see the eye out there. Actually, at the moment, the 6 bus wasn't too busy, but then again, we're not in London towns and that, so maybe I might pick up when things get back to normal and that, especially when we get fish coming in. Also, the other thing I should explain about the 6 is separate from the H spine buses, the H route, which means it doesn't operate as an in-between time, the way departing at like times in between, the way that the H buses do, like the H1 leave and then there'll be a few minutes before H2 or H3. Also, H1 runs every 15 minutes during the day. H2 runs half an hour in full, every half an hour in the day. H3 is half an hour as well. So between H2 and H3 it'll be 15 minutes along the section one that's shared before splitting on the last bit. That's why the H bus is 6 can leave, Route 6 is every hour, which can leave at the same time as the H bus. These are timetables. Just to let you know, route at the back, what the Route 6 takes. It used to be the route that the Howth tram would take from Sutton to get to Howth. Just after the summit would split off and take its own kind of separate route to get down to the station. And there used to be a bridge over the main road towards Dublin and that, direct route that I used to go over and stop just beside the train station and that. So when that stopped running, obviously the 221A and B bus took over that section and now it's the Route 6. So I'm just going to get a bit of lunch. There's places that doesn't do fish that I can get non-fish thing at. Also, this thing I should point out is the Howth market runs on Saturdays only. Just noticed some of the stalls gone, being replaced with tables, I think extra tables for outdoor dining and that. Also the places on the front and that, like the few shop units, they're actually open during the weekday as well. Okay, I came to the Metella Tower in Howth. This one is where the hurdy-gurdy radio meeting is. There's just a sign at the bottom saying reopening soon, so it hasn't quite opened. It depends on the guidelines and that. Also, the reason why I came up before explaining the next part is also because you should be able to see the one on Ireland side. Well, probably might have to see it a little bit. You can see it better with naked eye. Also, actually, yeah, just over behind me somewhere, well, at least along that direction, is where I started Bardol, just beyond Sutton and that. Also, if you were at Sutton Station, you easily see down 2 hours and kind of nearly complete. So what I'm now going to do is, the last person getting today is the H3. It goes from the summit, what's known as the summit car park, well, just by the shop in the summit, just looks a bit away from the summit car park. So what I'm going to do is walk up there by the coastal path and get a few shots along the way, show you the scene that as well, combined together, and get it. I'm just going to go to the point just at St Anne's. We're saying on the Howth Road where St Anne's Park is. That looks a bit where the H1 joins on. since I've been already on the H1 full route all the way into town, I don't want to go the whole way in again, just for that. As you generally get the idea of the whole route from that point, so at least I can show you along through up on the whole road through Ashini and to that point from the opposite direction, and show you exactly where I think, like, where the 6 meets and that, kind of giving you an idea of where there's an extra, or 3 buses an hour when it joins, and then it's 5 buses where the 6 is, and that before it branches off. So hopefully I can show you all that. And actually from here, well, because the star station's near, I can hear it. I'm not sure if it's being picked up by the camera. Just on part of the cliff walk around Howth, well, at least heading up towards the Summit car park and that, which would be probably getting on, as long as I don't miss it. I think I'm probably pretty close. I think there's a building I think is near the Summit car park. But as I was walking around, I found something unusual at the side of the cliff. Especially, it looks like, well, I don't know if it's natural erosion. Oh, could there be something hidden underneath it? But it definitely looks like an arched roof on part. I took a photograph of it, so you should be seeing that. Which is kind of standing out a little bit. I don't know exactly whether it happened, if it is a natural feature like that, or if it's kind of man-made. Something old, buried, maybe. Something isn't up here that no one's aware of before. Nice. So I'm going to head on to some of this car park now. Then walk down from there to get the H3 to the Summit shop. But really, it's not nice. Also, before I quit the next video, I'm going to just look up the word Summit to get exact meaning. You understand in the next clip. Now at Howth Summit car park. In a few minutes there should be a bus. Actually, when I timed it a few minutes ago, it was 10 minutes, and probably been a bit longer since I was here, especially just getting a bit of rest. Because it's coming uphill, it's kind of a bit tough, especially the last bit on the steps, and some of them quite steep. Just the entrance I got. I think the less steep way might be just behind me, but then come up that way I came from in front. As you can see, you can get a view from the south side of the city, and I think also on a good day you can probably get a few of roads, at least I know from my dad, like he said that. I've never actually spotted myself, at least I don't think I have. That. So I'll probably have never been up here on a really good day when there's clear view and that. And so actually just the entrance of the car park is a bit higher up than the rest of the car park. So that's really the top of this area and that. So now let's just get the H3 back and finished, and then once I get to St. John's Park, just at that point, get off that stop, it'll be the end of the day.